peoples of the worldwide federated internets. What is good? When I was growing up, this is a topic that definitely was talked about a lot. And I was going to talk about this a while back, but so much things is going on that I just held back. And I was like, you know what? I'll come to this at a later date. But you know what? I got time today, cuz I got time today. So there is an eat the rich mentality that goes on in urban communities. For whatever reason, maybe some reasons are good, maybe some reasons are nefarious. People are mad at rich people. There's one thing that's common amongst rich people that I notice is land ownership. And there's, I'd say, a large number of people who got wealth off of land ownership. I cannot be mad at that. And the reason I cannot be mad at that, I was at one point early on in life. But the reason I cannot be mad at that, especially now, is I've done some digging into how exactly these people got wealthy off of land ownership. Some of them, it was inheritance. Some of them, it was just really wise decision making. And I think we don't account for that when we look at why people attain wealth and why some people don't. Now, I understand that there is some who are on hard times, some that maybe need a little help, some that may be in situations where they need a lot of help to get out of. I understand that, and I don't want to make this a blanket statement, but I think there is a large number of people who get mad and upset at the wealthy, and really the problem is their life choices, not the fact that these other people are wealthy. So there's something that I'd like to share with you, something that I saw, something that I noticed that I thought maybe this might be of interest to you. So let's check it out. So, go on my history here and look up this article. It's a USA Today article. Let's close this. My computer be struggling with these screen captures. So, I looked up the largest landowners in the US. John Malone, CEO of TCI, sold it to AT&T in 1999. Owns 2.2 million acres. Maine, New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. Ted Turner, we all know who he is. 2 million acres. New Mexico, South Dakota, Nebraska, Georgia. The Emerson family, 2 million acres. California, Washington. Reed family, 1.7 million acres. Washington, Oregon, California. Stan Kroenke, I know I probably pronounced that wrong. Anyway, you see it, you can read it. 1.4 million acres. Montana and Wyoming. And it also mentions in here something about the ranch that he owns. Okay, so that's in Montana. The Irving family, 1.2 million acres. And also 1.9 million acres in Canada. Crazy. Primarily in Maine. Brad Kelly, 1.2 million acres. and a 762 acre Calmet farm. I guess most of his land is in 1.2 million acres located in Kentucky. Singleton family, 1.1 million acres. New Mexico and California. Now, there's something that I noticed about a lot of these people. Now, not all. I don't want to make it seem like it's all one way. But what I noticed about a lot of these people is they own land in places that most people don't want to live. Most people don't even think about. You see, once I started to figure this out, and once I started paying attention to this, I began to ask myself, can we really be mad at these people for the large amount of wealth that they've attained from real estate investments? Now, some of it was inheritance. Granted, I understand that. One of those families in there, you can, go read the article. I'll post a link to the article on my YouTube video. You can go read the article. One of those families, the land was passed down from like 1852 or something like that. I think it was one of the families in Texas. But can we be mad at these people for wise real estate investments? While most people focus on, in urban communities, focus on warring over turf that they don't own, these people were buying land in places that people don't think about. You see the list of names. These are just 8 of them. There's a lot more than that. These are just 8 of them. Can we be mad at these people for looking toward the future as far as investments while we weren't paying attention? Now, we might be able to say, well, they had information that we don't have. Okay, that may be true. Now that's not the case. We all have information in the palm of our hand. All the information we could ever want and ever desire as far as making smart and wise investments. How many of us are thinking about buying land in Wyoming? I've been looking over the past couple of years. Now, if God gives me the opportunity to buy land in Wyoming, you best believe I'm taking full advantage of that opportunity if God allows. But how many of us think about this? Most of us are concentrated and dwelling on urban living in urban centers. While a lot of these billionaires are looking at buying land in places that people don't even think about. As I said, I've been looking into buying land in some of these places, and if God gives me an opportunity, I'm going to take advantage of it. But I can't be mad at these people for doing this. Look at the amount of these wealthy billionaires, landowners that own land in Wyoming. How many people even think of buying land in Wyoming? But what's going to happen the moment Wyoming starts to bubble and blow up and big metroplexes are built and these people start making even more money off of this? We're going to get mad. I'm going to lump myself in there. I used to hold this ideology, not anymore. I don't get mad. What I do is I look at these people who've made these power moves and I say to myself, what were they doing that I'm not doing? And what were they paying attention to that I'm not paying attention to? Instead of always having the mentality of eat the rich, how about we learn from these people? Clearly they're doing something that we're not doing. Now, I'm not saying that all rich people have gained their money by the most honorable means. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there are rich people who've made wise decisions, who paid attention to things that most people weren't paying attention to, and that's how they attain this wealth. We're concentrated on urban centers. They're looking at places that are largely vacant, looking toward the future, not just thinking about the here and now. I'm just saying, man, this is probably something we need to think about before coming to the philosophy of eat the rich. That's my thoughts for today. Really simple, really short. Stay frosty, people.